Napheesa Collier absolutely hooked Angel Reese's ass last night. 8 of 13, 61.5%, 26 points in 25 minutes and 53 seconds. She scored 26 in 26 minutes.
What unfolds when an individual chasing stats faces a team designed to win? On May 10th, we got the answer as Napheesa Collier and the Minnesota Lynx completely dismantled Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky's approach, limiting her to just 3 rebounds and 10 points over 25 minutes of action.
Angel Reese, preseason, part 2, let's get it! What they say about layups, harder than nuclear physics. Bang! She's a point forward now, and nobody's more excited than opposing defenses. Time for the vintage underhand scoopity shot from 3 feet. Yep, there it is. Bang!
This wasn't just a typical preseason matchup. It showed what happens when attention shifts from online fame to serious basketball. Did the Lynx reveal Reese's double-double run to be overhyped? What does her new coach say about her role? Stick around as we analyze the footage, how Collier outplayed Reese, what came next, and whether fans still care. If seeing her miss layups entertains you, type baby giraffe below. Let's break it down.
Angel Reese fans are going to be happy because she's playing away from the rim, a long way away from the rim, and those rebound numbers and those double-doubles are about to take a back seat. So guess what? Padding the stats is not going to work out.
Before the May 10th showdown, Angel Reese appeared confident, sharing bold posts about dominating and how rarely she loses. But things got very real against Napheesa Collier and the Lynx. The so-called rebounding queen managed just 3 boards in 25 minutes. Yep, only 3 rebounds for a player known for cleaning up misses.
I don't want to give away the farm, but Angel was 2 of 8 from the field. 2 of 8 from the field. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 10 points.
The game footage clearly shows how Collier shut Reese down. From the first whistle, Collier used smart positioning to keep Reese away. Instead of overpowering opponents like she did in college, Reese couldn't get by a pro who understood angles and timing. In quarter 2, Reese tried 3 post-ups, each denied, forcing her outside. When she finally touched the ball, Collier's footwork forced a wild off-balance shot that clanked off. No rebound, no follow-up.
McDonald's sponsoring the first ever fry cook in the WNBA. Bag work is off the dollar menu, man. What is this junk? Bang! Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And most importantly, Mother Teresa, Mother Nature, and Mother 2. I'm watching because of me too. Bang! Did you know a croissant's most important ingredient is butter? Yes, butter. Butter. Butter pecan.
Reese's shot chart backed it up. Just 2 successful shots on 8 tries, and none from long range. Her only real scoring came from the free throw line, where she hit 6 of 8. Without her usual putbacks or effort points, Reese's offense seemed bland and easy to contain.
Look at these stats. This was some first quarter action. 5 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 for 4 from the field. Missed drive layup, missed 6 foot, leading taking 2. Missed drive, lead taking layup. It's going to be another one of those years, folks.
The Lynx deserve collective credit on defense. Every time Reese touched the ball, defenders swarmed her, leading to off-balance attempts or poor passes. The second quarter turned into a nightmare for the Sky. They made just 25% of their shots and sank only 4. Meanwhile, the Lynx dropped 23 points and led 48-42 at halftime.
Collier, I mean, my God, 26 and 5. Absolutely crazy. Okay, the lack of practice or fatigue from her social life is showing itself with Angel Reese. She's doing a lot of watching and slow on defense. Also not communicating. She literally stood there and watched Fee backdoor to the rim for a layup from a pass.
Reese's first half said plenty. Only 3 shots attempted and no makes, with all her points from free throws. This wasn't just a rough shooting spell. It was a total lockdown by a more organized team. While Reese struggled, Collier thrived, scoring 26 on 8 for 13 shooting in under 26 minutes, plus 5 boards, a steal, and a block. Collier looked like an MVP. Reese looked unready.
Caitlin Clark has 0 free throw attempts. Did the refs swallow the whistle? Well, Angel's got 30. Who has the special whistle again? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I remember Angel Reese talking about they must have a special whistle out there. Yeah, this person says, my brain genuinely hurts watching Angel Reese fans interact.
A fan online said the Lynx figured out how to stop Angel Reese. The stats seem to prove it. By taking away her rebounding edge, Collier revealed how limited Reese's offensive skill set really is. Without second chance chances or putbacks, she became a non-threat.
If I'm being honest, is Angel headed towards a 12-point, 6 rebound, 4 assist kind of season? In other words, being a character actor and not the superstar of this team?
To be fair, Reese did show flashes of facilitating, handing out 5 assists, hinting at her effort to expand beyond her power forward role. But when your main strengths get neutralized this quickly, it raises legit questions about how much impact you can really make in elite competition.
Look, Angel had a real nice assist last night.
For efficiency.
I'm not gonna lie.
Off
Here
the
we
miss.
go right here down the court. Looks like maybe
pushes
Nurse
the pace
with
up
the ball
for Chicago.
down to Reese.
Top of the
Look
key,
at
it's
this
Reese.
little,
Bounce pass,
right in there for a
Banham.
layup.
Rachel Banham with the cut off the nice pass from
Rachel,
Reese.
that was nice. It was nice, no doubt.
This wasn't merely a bad night. It was a masterclass on neutralizing Angel Reese. Collier used positioning, intelligence, and help defense to eliminate every edge Reese had. And with her court skills under scrutiny, her bold claims face more heat too. She says she brings fans to women's hoops. So where are they?
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
People tune into women's basketball because of me too. That's what Angel Reese said after being drafted by the Chicago Sky. A daring claim for a rookie, especially one implying she's the reason fans watch. But do the numbers really support that idea?
We're going to find out very quickly who amongst the Chicago Sky fans are really and truly basketball fans, or are they Angel Reese, the content creator fans? Because, and you got some of those folks obviously tuning in for basketball, but is it because of Angel Reese or for the best interest of the Chicago Sky team and you want to see them win ball games?
Now, look at the facts. Reese's hyped LSU comeback drew only 6,300 people in a 13,000-seat venue, under half capacity. This was her return to the school where she won a national title, yet most seats stayed empty. Chicago hasn't been better. Even as a hometown star, the Sky's preseason home game brought just 4,600 fans. For a major sports market, that's surprisingly low. Even when facing the Lynx in Minnesota with Reese, Camila Cardoso, and Napheesa Collier, only 7,600 showed up. Despite big names, attendance underwhelmed. These numbers highlight the gap between online hype and real-life fan turnout.
Angel Reese's mom taking to X to tweet this. After all of the hullabaloo about Caitlin Clark and the high ratings, she says, that certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance, while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championship banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day. Well, all right. It is a different year, and it is the same haters, but I think you're calling yourself out, Mama Reese.
Those numbers don't just look weak. They put serious doubt on Reese's ability to draw crowds. If she's truly attracting fans to the women's game, why are her games played in half-filled arenas? It's a sharp contrast to Caitlin Clark. Her Iowa showcase sold out in only 27 minutes, not hours, not days. That's real star power. And in a preseason clash against Brazil, Clark brought in 1.3 million ESPN viewers, more than 55 of 57 NBA preseason matchups since 2010. The message rings loud. One player delivers full seats and big ratings. The other hasn't shown that kind of measurable reach yet.
Caitlin Clark mania, and here we go again. 1.3 million people tuned in on Sunday afternoon to see Caitlin Clark return to Iowa as a professional and start raining in three-pointers from ridiculous distances.
The league is moving Clark's games to larger venues just to handle the skyrocketing demand. Wherever she plays, teams are scrambling to find bigger arenas. Meanwhile, when Reese hits the court, crowd sizes often fall below 50% capacity. That difference points to the gap between online fame and real-world business impact. Yes, Reese has millions of digital fans and often makes headlines with her rivalries, but that hasn't filled up seats. The true measure of a star is how many fans buy tickets to watch them in person. By that standard, the story the numbers tell is both clear and revealing.
Put this into context, 1.3 million. You may say, well, you know, what does that really mean? What does a game ordinarily get? Listen to this. Only 2 of ESPN's 57 NBA preseason games that they've aired since 2010 have scored a higher rating than Caitlin Clark taking Brazil to the woodshed and laying it to them out there. In both of the NBA games that rated higher involved LeBron.
The Sky Fever season opener might be the ultimate test. Are fans coming for Angel Reese, or is Caitlin Clark the real attraction? If past trends hold, the answer seems obvious. It's a hard truth. Reese's following is mostly online, not showing up in actual ticket sales or league revenue. In professional sports, success is based on sold-out arenas, not trending hashtags. Still, the Sky organization continues to support Reese, but support can fade fast if fans keep staying away. That's the issue looming over both Reese and the franchise. Can she convert her fame into a loyal, in-person fan base? Or will the stands continue to be filled with empty seats and unanswered hype?
Apparently, Caitlin Clark playing against a bunch of people you've never heard of, and I can't imagine how bad this Brazil team is. That actually rates higher than 55 of 57 NBA preseason games that they've aired. If you want to know how popular Caitlin Clark is, if you're wondering if any of the mania has worn off, the early indications for year 2 of Caitlin Clark as a professional is that no, our public has by no means gotten enough of this young woman's talent just yet.
Angel Reese once claimed, "She's the reason people watch women's basketball." But that focus on spotlighting herself may have played a role in her former coach losing her job. Teresa Weatherspoon's firing after just one season surprised many. A Hall of Fame player brought in to create a fresh identity was gone after only 40 games. So what exactly caused such a sudden and unexpected departure?
I want to make sure that there continues to be structure, discipline, accountability, just championship mindset, and we want the Sky to continue to be a place that people want to be long-term.
The numbers tell a harsh story. Chicago closed out the year with a poor 13-27 record, missing the playoffs entirely. It wasn't due to a lack of talent. In fact, several players achieved career highs. Angel Reese posted a league-leading 13.1 rebounds per game, but even with standout stats, the team's deeper issues on the court couldn't be masked by individual performances.
Very definition of stat padding. You are down by 22 points, and you've got the Fever's bench player, bench player, bench player, bench player, bench player, playing against bench player, bench player, bench player, bench player, starter, just so that she can get her double-double.
Rewatch last season's games and you'll notice a team that struggled to gel. Offense often broke down into isolation plays or awkward shot attempts. They lacked cohesion. At times, players seemed more focused on individual numbers than team results. In one August matchup against Indiana, Reese grabbed 16 rebounds but made just 4 of 15 field goal attempts. On multiple plays, she drove into traffic instead of dishing to open teammates. The Sky lost by double digits, and after the game, locker room frustration was evident. Players hinted at tension in post-game interviews, showing that team unity was unraveling off the court just as much as it was during play.
According to league sources, Weatherspoon had lost the locker room because of a culture that catered to the needs of a few players. Dear Lord.
The disconnect between strong stats and actual wins created mounting tension. Trading Marina Mabre, who was their top three-point threat, mid-season only worsened things. After her departure, the team's losses piled up, highlighting deeper problems. In exit interviews, several players questioned Weatherspoon's system. They felt she emphasized player development over team chemistry. Some mentioned poor communication and game plans that seemed centered around showcasing individuals rather than winning. Ultimately, management hit a tipping point. Choosing between flashy performances and tangible victories became too obvious to ignore. Once Weatherspoon was removed, Reese tweeted, "I came to Chicago because of you." That message showed the deep bond between player and coach, perhaps a connection that, though heartfelt, may have distracted from team goals more than anyone expected.
Look, as an organization, we just, felt it was time to make a change. There's just private issues that I think we will keep it just in the Sky locker room.
Could Weatherspoon have kept her job if she'd focused less on Reese's stat padding? We'll never know. But in pro hoops, empty stats don't save careers. Double-doubles mean little without wins. Now Reese faces her most difficult test yet, Napheesa Collier. She's not just another name. Collier is a defensive wall who's unfazed by hype or viral fame. Her goal is to shut Reese down completely. Still, Sky GM Jeff Pagliuca continues to defend Reese. She wants to win, and that's what drives her, he said. He even supported her brand-building activities, adding, "With all the traveling and media work, she's never stopped putting basketball first." But none of that will matter if results don't come. On-court performance will say more than any quote ever can.
Did Caitlin Clark make Angel Reese point at the ring finger back at LSU? Did Caitlin Clark make Angel Reese hop up off the bench like a member of Cobra Kai when Kennedy Carter cheap-shotted Caitlin? Does Caitlin Clark make Angel Reese complain about everything? She can't afford to pay her rent. She can't do this. She can't do that. A lot of whining. But then all of the narcissistic comments at the same time, and maybe she comes by it honest.
Leadership might be backing her, but expectations are rapidly rising. Can Angel Reese prove she's more than viral clips and followers? Her latest outing against Collier raises doubts. New head coach Tyler Marsh seems to understand what's needed. He's redesigning the offense to better suit Reese's strengths while minimizing her weaknesses. Rather than sticking her in the paint where elite defenders can dominate, Marsh wants her attacking from the wing. This adjustment could allow her to use her agility in isolation plays and avoid defensive congestion. It's a new system tailored to maximize her impact and move her beyond highlight-driven performances. But whether it succeeds depends entirely on how well Reese adapts to these changes and evolves her approach to the game.
Oh, Angel Reese fans fixing to be mad as hell. They gonna be mad as hell because if she plays off the rim like that, it's gonna be ugly.
Reese understands that improvement is necessary. She's working to broaden her offensive skill set, especially by developing a three-point shot, something she now practices before and during every warm-up. "I can't keep playing like last season," she acknowledged. She's learning how to read the floor, when to take shots, and from which spots. Her progress will be tested right away in a face-off against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. This game isn't just a match. It's a direct comparison between Clark's pass-first, team-oriented play and Reese's stats-heavy style. The difference is striking. To help support Reese's growth, Chicago made bold roster changes, adding veterans like Ariel Atkins and Courtney Vandersloot. Their leadership and experience should provide stability. Vandersloot's top-tier passing could open space, giving Reese and Camila Cardoso room to operate with less pressure from defenders. This setup may help Reese find better scoring chances and increase her effectiveness as an all-around offensive presence.
The Chicago Sky might be better than we think. Angel Reese fans are not going to be happy, though, because of the way she's going to be used in this offense. So we're going to find out who are the basketball fans and who are not the basketball fans. Wait a minute. Angel should have had 16 and 13 tonight, but they're playing her away from the rim. Cardoso's sitting over there having 18 and 14 and 5 block shots.
But at its core, basketball is judged by victories, not personal stats. If Angel Reese truly wants to reach the next level, she needs to prioritize winning over padding the box score. Her shooting percentage last season, just 39.1% overall and 3 of 16 from deep, proves there's significant room for growth. She must change how she selects her shots and stop forcing attempts that don't help the team. It's simple. Play smarter, not just harder. Focus on being efficient and using her energy to lift the whole squad. That mindset shift could unlock her full potential. But if she stays focused on brand and image rather than results, the distance between her and players like Clark will only get wider. In the WNBA, players survive by adapting. Nobody questions Reese's raw talent. What's uncertain is whether she can evolve fast enough to make a winning difference when it matters most for her team.
May the 17th in Indianapolis, Indiana, when the season is going to be kicked off with the Ali Frazier of our generation, Caitlin Clark hosting the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese. The Indiana Fever at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis.
Women's pro basketball is entering a pivotal era, and Angel Reese must choose her path. Will she keep chasing attention-grabbing stats, or will she adjust her game to help her team compete at a higher level? Right now, the numbers are damning. The gap between Reese and stars like Clark and Collier is only increasing. Empty seats during her games are proof that online fame isn't converting into ticket sales. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's appearances routinely sell out in under an hour. That's not a coincidence. The WNBA's rising popularity is being fueled by athletes who win games, not just followers. The data makes it clear who's driving the momentum. And if you've ever found it funny watching Reese miss wide-open shots, comment "Baby Giraffe" down below. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss another breakdown.